Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little bit, but we've now finally got some new gameplay of War of the Worlds that I get to show you. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm pretty sure I've seen bits of it throughout the development anyway, but I'll get to react to it, give my analysis and my thoughts on it, and hopefully you guys can give yours too in the comments. So, without further ado, let's jump straight in. Alright, let's do this. Here we are. Hopefully this audio will come through okay. There we go. I know, yeah, he's been working on the city, which you can see it looks better. And the buffering begins. Hang on, let me make sure I've got this on nice, decent quality. There we go. Oh, that's cool. A little football pitch.
No one would have believed in the early years of the 21st century that our world was being watched by intelligences greater than our own.
I'm liking the
As
structures.
men busied themselves about their various concerns, they observed and studied.
The buildings look so good now. The lighting looks good as well.
A microscope might scrutinize the creatures that swarm.
I don't know, is this voice actor like...
in a drop of water?
Did he get someone to do this, or did he take this from somewhere? I don't actually know.
And slowly and surely, they drew their plans against us.
Survival mode now starts before the invasion has begun. Yes, so we already knew this. I didn't think I'd say this in a video, but basically, yeah, the storm begins when you start, and you can see the trees are pulling towards the storm, kind of. That's like the idea of it. Obviously, in the film, you see, like, Ray mentions that the wind's blowing towards the storm, so that's what this is all about. And it just looks so good. I mean, it's just different, improved storm cloud effects. I mean, yeah, I mean, when you look at the original gameplay from like a year or so ago, it looks so much better. Storm occur at various different locations on the map. Cool. I would like there to be multiple storms, if you know what I mean. So, like, you can have more than one pod rise out of the ground. I get that the majority need to, like, just wander in or spawn in, but just having, like, 2 or 3, like, actual lightning storms in different various parts of the map would be good, especially if the map was bigger. That looks very good. The lightning looks so much better than it used to as well. Sounds good from a distance too. Oh, and close up. And base. Little trailer park. It's interesting, the fire effect, because obviously in the film you don't see what it looks like when it's hitting the ground, really. Only through that little news reporter van thing. But you don't really get a good look at it. So it's interesting, though, he's gone with the fire. Be good. I don't know if you could see it. We didn't get enough of a close-up, but like if you could see bits of rubble and ground and dirt coming flying up. Just like a little added effect, you know? The NPC is still just slowly walking around. Here we go. See how much better this looks now. Cool. New tripod, rising animations, custom sounds and effects. So let's see how good the new animations are. Oh. Looks a lot smoother than it used to. Yeah, 100%. That looks so much better. It used to be so janky. Oh, the tripods look so good now. Paramount, please don't get this taken down. Take it down, or like make him change the design. Oh, it looks so good, man. Oh. He's like, what you looking at, motherfucker? He's done a good job with the camera angles here. Done a really good job. Ready for it? Where is it? Come on. There it is. Power up time. He's disguising none of this with music. He's just letting us hear all of it, which is great. Dude, just... I gotta hold up for a sec. Do you remember some of the earlier gameplay? And especially when I started, like, covering this. Like, how rough everything was. It's so much smoother now. Like, you can see it's night and day, the difference. I'll try and get some clips up at the end just as a comparison. I can't get over how smooth everything looks and how like high quality everything is. Like the tripod designs have come a long way, and the animations are so smooth compared to what they were. It's incredible. It really is. I also want to point out there's like only like, I mean, if you got Raph that's working on the majority of it, but he has like 2 other people, I think. One's like a sound guy, and then he has I can't remember his name now, like Christo or whatever his name was, Chris, who does like the IK, so like the leg animations. Like that's it. So there's like 3 people max, I think, that are working on the actual game itself. It's great. It really is great. I'm gonna have so much fun with the free cam, to make some videos with. It's gonna be great. But this is the muffled sound effects. Interesting statue we got going on there. Okay, that NPC's freaking out. The screaming reaction. Oh, I can't tell if the screaming was a reaction to the horn, but if it was, that's pretty sick. Listen. Imagine if... That'd be amazing if that's how he reacted to the horn. Because that would freak people out, it would. Very psychological. Interesting, I think you can see there as well, look, the grass is getting charred up. Oh. Okay, the audio was a little bit glitchy there. The sound of that heat ray was going, but the heat ray wasn't actually going, but let's gloss over that. It's minor details. I can't believe how good this looks now. I told you it'd be worth the wait, didn't I? I told you. I knew it was coming. I knew the new game was coming. I knew it was going to be a lot that we were going to get. I mean, I've seen what's in the rest of the video. I haven't actually watched it, but I've seen the chapters, so I know what's coming. You guys, your minds are going to be blown by what we're going to see later, I'm pretty sure. I've seen bits of what's already in this video, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so what have we got now? Still Tripod Rising is the chapter. I wonder if he's improved the optimization for nighttime. Because it does seem like, you know, when the sun goes down and all the light effects come on, it kind of like slows down your graphics a little bit. But it's running very smooth, but I know he's got a beast of a PC, so... I just love the night effects. I like that... Has he got the night sky in there? The night sky looks a bit better now. I don't know if he put a little splash thing up on the corner, but the night sky looks better, like you can see the stars, which is quite nice. Which you would. You know, I might actually make that a suggestion to Raph, because like, in the real life, you've obviously got light pollution in towns, which are in the middle of a town here, middle of the city, and if it was obviously normal civilization, there's no invasion going on, the light pollution would drown out a lot of the stars. But because there's no light pollution, because the power's gone, there should be a lot of stars visible. I feel like that's a good little thing there. Have some more stars in the night sky. There is quite a few, actually, saying that. Actually, there is quite a lot, but maybe a few more. We'll see. I'll pitch that to him, see what he says. It's just great hearing the military, like, just getting involved and then fighting back. The only thing I wish would be like if the military were able to be a little bit more successful, you know. But at the end of the day, they're not going to be, are they? So, but just being able to hold on for longer. What is that pod doing? Is it probing? Ooh, he's got a rifle. I haven't actually seen gameplay of this, really. Oh yeah, I just saw the probe. You see the probe? It's probing the building next door. I'll go back quickly in case you missed it. Oh, come on. It's freaking out, Raph. Jesus. There it is. Do you see it there? Calm down, Raph. It's your game you're making. You don't need to panic. He's like frantically turning the camera. Oh, man. Is this pod going to probe this building? It's looking straight at him. It's so ominous, just hearing it getting louder and louder. I don't know if it's close enough, or if maybe he's removed the sound effect of the ground shaking. There you go, you can see the probe again there in more detail. Because, like, I'm pretty sure that when the pods got closer, the ground would tremble, you know? Ooh, here we go. You can see it, look, you can see it. Oh, that is so good, look at that. I mean, that's pretty cool in itself, but the fact you can see it go into the building and you can see that it's upstairs, like, you could tell where the probe is. That's so cool, man. And I like that it probes buildings that you're not in as well, because it shows that they're not just after you. Oh, here we go. New red weed sounds and effects. Yep, here we go. Now, the red weed, I'm pretty sure if we'll see here, it spreads naturally. It kind of like flows. You see it kind of grow. Because what it used to do is when the red weed would come in, it would just kind of splat and it's all over the buildings. But now, yeah, there we go. It grows and covers anything in its path, which is good. When you actually look closely at it and you see it spread, I don't know if you're going to be able to see a good look at it here, but there you go, look, on the fence. It looks so much better than it did. It's so much better. I know that a lot of you guys were talking about that before, like, you didn't really like the way the red weed looks. It didn't look organic enough. What do you think of this now? Does it look better? Because I think it looks a million times better. I liked the way it looked before, but imagine if we went back now. I'll get that clip up as well at the end. We'll compare the differences because it looks so much better than it did. It really does. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy that now more, because that was one of your like complaints. What have we got here? Grass and tree leaves turn red when covered. But that is good. Yes, that is really good. That is so creepy. The ambience. What we need now is body parts, corpses lining the street. We need more death, blood rain in areas covered in red weed. My boy, you're making too much progress. That's so cool, man. Hopefully we get to see a bit more of the human harvesting side of things, because like people did ask for it. Yeah, new distant stomping sound effects. That's good. Oh, here we go. I've seen a little bit of him working on the probe. Yeah, here we go. So the probe is an AI, as I said in a previous video, and I've been watching him spend hours and hours working on this. So I'd be curious to see what he's now happy with to show it. New probe sounds, which are good. Because he's a bit of a perfectionist, Raph. He doesn't really want to show anything until it looks really good, at least. So hopefully he's got it now to a point that he's happy with. It does look super smooth. I mean, the early stages, the new probe system can navigate even the most complex environments. Which is good. It means no building is unprobable. I love the way it's wrapping around the stairs and around the pillar. Searches randomly throughout buildings. It's going to chase its tail like a dog chases its tail. It's like wrapped around itself. But it looks so smooth. It looks really smooth. That's creepy. You got the little the blood rain outside. You got the red mist. Now you might have noticed the probe looks a bit smaller. They kind of had to be. Probe uses no animation. It's fully physics based. So it's not on rails like it was going to be. So I mean, it's fully procedural. Nowhere is unsearchable. And you can't shut the door in his face because he'll just knock the thing down. I suppose that one good thing is, like, because you can see the door on the floor. Like that. So it knocks the doors down. So you'll be able to go into a building and you'll know whether it's been probed already because the doors will be all up on the ground. Look, it's so good. It's just like, get out of my way, bitch. I love that it can go upstairs as well, because like it was all the probe did before was just sort of scan parts of the bottom floor. I'd like to see how the tripod's going to react if the probe sees you, because we've never really seen much of that in the film either. Like, obviously the probe spotted Rachel and Ray, but nothing really happened for a while. They kind of just ran off. I'd be curious to see how a pod would react if it saw someone with the probe. Like, is the probe gonna quickly like back out and then do its thing? Is it gonna send aliens in? That is gonna be like such a horrific sound. If you're hiding in a building, trying to stay alive, and then you just hear this, like getting louder and louder. Whee! Easy there, cowboy. Whoa! Oh, here we go. A bit of first-person action going on here. So it's gonna... I know that the actual bit itself is kind of like it will react to you bumping into it. So you don't want to walk into this. Oh, that's it. Thread the needle. Get through there. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, you are lucky. Is he going to come back? So yeah, the probe is going to try and... The probe will try and sort of look for people. So I don't know whether it's going to, like, if it hears a sound, if it's going to react to the environment. You know, like if you move, like if you open a door, if it's going to hear it, or if you speak in game. I imagine if you speak in game, it's going to hear it. It'd be interesting to find out like how it reacts to things going on. And I think he's done. Whoa! It zooms out. When it's done, it's just like, and just like it's straight out. Yep, I can just hear the probe powering down then. Alright, what are we going to get to see now then, eh? The night sky looks really good. You got the moon there. I don't know if you could see all that stuff before. I like the way the clouds are a bit slower now as well. The skybox has generally been overall improved, hasn't it? Quite a lot. Oh boy. Tripods can enter a stealth/sneak mode. We sort of already knew this, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they can go complete silent. All you hear is the stomp. Like that. You might not think that this is very effective, like why bother adding a sneak mode, but it works. It does actually work. Like they can sneak up on you pretty well. Ooh. Toe stomp effects. Oh, here we go. Look, all the red weed there. I didn't even notice that. Oh, what's that? Do you see that? That's crazy. I haven't seen gameplay of this yet. Aliens now exit machines and search for viewers. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, highly aggressive, lethal and fun. Oh my god. No way. Get in the car. Yeah, still. I like how he gets in the car. The angel's just like, bruh. It's just that looks so good. I haven't seen gameplay of that before. I have that genuinely was awesome. Oh, gotta have another look at that soon. Uberpod Horns are much deeper and more ominous. That's cool. Tribord heat rays will need to charge up before being able to fire after some time. Gives you a few moments to get out of the way. You know, I kind of hope this version's available for closed testers. I want to try this out. Tribods and probes can hear the player's voice through the microphone. Okay, well, I'm glad he's confirmed that for me. I was asking about that. What's going on here? Tribods will now crouch to pick you up. Oh! Did you see that emerge? Emerge from the light. I'd say that's an appropriate reaction. Okay, so we're now in the cage. That looks a lot smoother. That really does. Most sounds be completely made from scratch by our talented sound designer David Baggett, and crafted to resemble those from the film closely with a creative twist. Shout out to David Baggett, or Badgett, I'm not sure how you pronounce the name, but you've done a very good job, David. Since the last video posted on this channel, closed testing opened up to our top 100 plus patrons. Their feedback and suggestions have helped to shape much of what you've just watched. Thank you to all my patrons for making the game possible. I'm pretty sure you can hear the aliens in the background there. There's a lot more sounds going on now. You can just from listening to this. I love it. I love the effects. Closed testing will continue through to the end of the year for those with the closed testing tier on Patreon. Public early access will be opening up on Steam early next year. There we go. Kind of not a release date, but we know it's coming probably Q1 or Q2. You guys haven't got to wait that much longer. Loading screen and main menu backgrounds created for the game by the talented. I'm gonna. Here we go. Yeah, this is really good artwork. So that's a good one because I had this as a desktop background, like the actual concept, because that was a concept one from the film. Yeah, these are great. They're all so good. I really like this one. That's such a good one. Uberpods. They're just, oh my god. Raph, you've managed to get such a talented team. Oh, we've got a Camelot one there. You've managed to get, like, seriously talented people in on this project. It looks so good. Right, we need to now compare things. So this is what it used to be. You can see the detail. There's nowhere near as much detail on the tripod legs. So let's just pause that there. You see that? See, there is a lot more detail there. So let's just do a little side by side. Difference is night and day. Everything looks better. Let's move along to Red Weed. Here's the initial Red Weed we got a few months back. And even back then, I can't remember. I mean, looking at it now, I mean, it looks crap compared to what we've got now. But even back then, this was cool. Yeah, so it's just like tubes. Red tubes. I can understand why people wasn't a fan of that. But now when you look at the difference, like, what do you think of the difference now? Because that is so much better. Yeah, we've got the red weed spraying. That sound is just so creepy. I don't know why. It's so ominous sounding, isn't it? But it does look so much better. I mean, especially when you consider the fact that there's like you got the red haze going everywhere. The grass all goes red. You've got blood rain. Like, come on. That is, again, night and day compared to this. Albeit this did look okay. But yeah, it's a bit messy. As you can see, it wasn't very procedural. Well, apparently it was procedural, but yeah, it's kind of just like spray it over everything was the kind of vibe, which is still going to do, but it's going to do it more gracefully, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I mean, that looked okay, but this just looks way better. It really does just look way better. Let's see, probe with, yeah, I mean, we can, I don't think I need to like show the comparison of the probe. I'm gonna tell you what, let's just do it just for covering all bases here. I've watched these gameplay enough times to know like whereabouts stuff is. So this was like older style, so you can see a lot more janky. They still look the same more or less, but you can see it was bigger. It was really big before. So you can see definitely smaller, but sounds are better, it moves a lot more smoother, it's procedural, it will search randomly throughout buildings, it will randomly pick buildings. I don't know how many buildings are now probable, but it definitely seems like a lot more of them are. Maybe even all of them. Yeah, it's just night and day different, and it's great because like we haven't I mean especially the public like hasn't seen anything for a while. Like you might have had the odd live stream where he's developing something, but you don't really get to see it in this sort of level of quality. As a closed tester, obviously we've been, and a Patreon members will get to see a lot more, and closed testers we get to see even more. So it's, you know, and I'm still blown away by this. So I really want to see what the reaction is from you guys as well, because I think this is great. It's so good. I mean, like, we get to see, I remember watching the initial stream where he'd added the storm at the beginning, and that was cool, but he's made it look even better for the video. It really is great. I cannot get over this. That is so horrifying. Imagine if you're just down a street, you see someone go into a building, and then like a few seconds later you just see this of them running into the same building. Oh my god. They kind of like jump, they skip. The sounds are good. And then another one comes in. You dead, son. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so good. Wait, hang on a minute. I didn't notice this before, but look. You had to go with Route 69, didn't you? Of course you did. I love how it's just like, it's easy to get in the f***ing car, and it's just like, bro, what the f***? Like, that's cheating, dude. Come on. It loses interest pretty quick, though, you see. Like, when he drives away, it's just like, screw it. I honestly, that has got to be the coolest addition. Like, so out of everything that has been added, like, because there's been a lot. There's been a hell of a lot that's been included in this. But I really want to know what you guys think. What is, like, the coolest thing that has been implemented in this video? I mean, if you haven't watched it, really recommend you go and watch it. It's on the War of the Worlds games channel. It's the latest thing. It's about 20 minutes. And it is just jam-packed with new stuff. I'm really looking forward to having this in the background of all of my videos from now on. Especially with, like, every time new things come out, new gameplay it's smoother and smoother, and it looks better. So this is honestly, this is the best gameplay I think we've seen so far, hands down. But again, let me know what you think. Like, is this your favorite video so far? What in this video specifically did you like? Personally, what I want to see next is actually more like of the in-cage gameplay. Like, what do you do when you're in the cage? Is there a way that you'll be able to destroy the tripod from in the cage, or you'll see someone get picked up out of the cage and then put on the ground and have like the blood sucked out of them? I want to see gameplay of that. I think that's what a lot of people want to see. I want to see it. I love the blood rain though. It looks really cool. Aliens for me is probably the best thing. It's such because it's a new enemy, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a new enemy, and it's something that we've all been wanting to see for ages. And I know this is something that has recently been worked on, so this is fresh. This stuff is fresh, and again, like you said, it's work in progress, but it looks so good. It looks so good. I love it. Anyways, that is everything for this video. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a like, as it helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. If you are not a member of the channel, I'd really appreciate you becoming a member. You get to support me directly. If you can't afford to become a member, that is absolutely fine. I would appreciate a sub all the same. If you are subbed, make sure you ring the bell, because that way you'll never miss a new video. I want to thank my members for continuing to support me, and I will see you next time.